the fashion industry has become so crazy over the last 20, 30 years or so, where most people have no idea where their clothes have come from and become completely disconnected from their clothes as well. So now we just think it's okay to go out and buy something, you finish with it, you throw it away, you don't think where it's going to go, you don't think where it came from. So the whole fashion industry has become completely non-transparent, and that's reflected in things like the prices staying really, really low. The prices of clothes are now about the same as they were in the 1980s, if you think about that. It hasn't even been a rise, so that has a knock-on effect on the people making your clothes, how they're making them, the quality, what they're making them from. So we're all about transparency, letting you know the answers to all of those things.
I'm Jo Salter, and I'm the founder of the ethical clothing brand Where Does It Come From? Now, as the name suggests, we are all about transparency. We tell our customers the story of the clothes they buy from us just using a code on the label. They can trace the whole garment journey. I am passionate about Fashion Revolution because I totally believe that we need justice and we need transparency to help garment workers to achieve much better and more fulfilling lives than they currently have. I'm inspired by the way that customers will approach their brands and say, "Who made my clothes?" It's a wonderful, wonderful movement. I'm also aware though that there are many ethical brands in the UK who can already tell you who made your clothes, your jewellery or your footwear, and their whole ethos is about transparency and sharing, but somehow and sometimes the customers don't know about these brands. So last year in 2017, I collaborated with Troy Adu to pull together a video saying, if you don't know who made your clothes, if your brands can't tell you who made your clothes, ask the brands who can, and we showcased just some of these brands in the video. This year we wanted to go live. We wanted to have a big live event with lots of ethical brands, sharing their message with customers and encouraging their customers to ask their brands, who made my clothes? I knew I couldn't do this on my own, and there was only one obvious person to approach, and that was Sian from Ethical Hour. Ethical Hour is a wonderful vehicle for ethical businesses. She was very enthusiastic about the idea, and together we worked on the idea, we found a fantastic venue, and we pulled together the event on the 28th of April. We couldn't have done it without the wonderful team that we had, Liz Ings in particular as event manager, with the wonderful venue. It was amazing and they were so helpful, and of course the fantastic brands who already can tell you who made your clothes. So I hope you had a fantastic day. If you don't know who's making your clothes, please ask the brands who can.
Yeah, I think transparency is really about the company's willingness to share about their supply chain and about all the actors that are involved in that supply chain. And I think that most people don't really know how many people are actually involved in producing a piece of garment, and that allows companies to really distance themselves from what actually goes on.
Revolution is really important with connecting people to all the people that work throughout the supply chain and getting the customer to hold the brand responsible, to demand answers to their questions of who made their clothes.
My personal journey to ethical fashion started with me thinking that we can buy t-shirts for £1 in Primark because they're made by machines. I did not know that there are any humans involved in making a t-shirt for that price. And I think a lot of people still think that when I talk to people in the street. And I think there's a big piece of education we need to do around that.
Fashion revolution is important because fast fashion is bad for you. It's bad for you because, well, there's microfibers you get in cheaply produced clothes which get into the system, which get into your system. It's bad for other people because there's currently about 40 million slaves on the planet, 10 million of which are children. Many of them are in the clothing industry, which the big fashion brands use. It's bad for the planet because the way a lot of the say, cottons that aren't organic are produced, the pesticides they use. There's a whole host of reasons why fast fashion is bad for you, and so the only way to avoid fast fashion is sustainable fashion, and people think it's more expensive, which one item might be, but it will last you a lot longer. So there's every reason really to choose sustainable brands over fast fashion brands.
The reason that I think Fashion Revolution Week is so important is because, one, not only because so many people died for stupid reasons, just because of a building that was not safe to go in. I think it's really important for people to be paid a fair wage, because why not, right? Everybody needs to send their kids to school, everybody needs to eat, everybody needs a house to live in. These things are real basic human needs.
Hi, listen, and I'm one of the founders of Arthur and Henry. We believe every man needs a good shirt, good in all senses, good for people, good for the planet, and really, really good quality, good for you that are wearing it. So these are our shirts, or some of our shirts. They're all made from organic cotton, actually mainly from organic fair trade certified farms, because we think that's really important.
Target for buying natural fibres, what would that be?
All of them. I think variety. I think you can try them all. I mean, there's loads here. Go and have a look at them all and see what you think.
Fashion Revolution, to me, I kind of got involved because I make costumes for my day job, and I was asking for fair wages and, you know, sort of decent working conditions. And I suddenly realised that although I was advocating for these things for myself, I realised that I was thoughtlessly buying fast fashion without thinking that the people who make my clothes deserve the same decent working conditions that I do.
So I think Fashion Revolution is a great chance to show that we don't have to be hopeless, and I know it's easy to feel like there is no other way, like these brands don't act the way that we want to, but oh, what can we do? But this is a very clear example that there are brands who do things a different way and it can be done, and so we should be pushing everybody to be going for that benchmark. We should be asking who made our clothes, we should be asking for the environment not to be destroyed for the things that we like, and we should be trying to change our mindsets to be more conscious of everybody in the world, especially those who have less privilege than us. So that's kind of where I come from, and I think this is a really important week to demonstrate that and to push for a better world. So I hope you feel the same.